Rob and Slim Show.
Hello, this is Drew McAnany calling for Rob and Slim.
Hi, Drew McAnany. We are Rob and Slim.
Oh, it's so nice to hear you. How are you today?
Great to hear you, my friend. How are you? Filmmaker and actor in LA from Philly.
That's right, from Philly.
Dude, last time I saw you was what, November, right?
November, dude, that was 6 months ago. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Such a different time, man. Different time.
A whole nother world.
Yeah, we could hang out and talk and drink together, and now we can't.
Run around Philadelphia, at schools. My dad's trying to get us all to go to Applebee's.
That was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
That whole night was amazing.
It was good, just like being with family, your parents, everybody. Brooke's mother was there, and her uncle. Everybody. It was just such a great experience. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you for coming.
The theatrical trailer. I do say it was all amazing, but I think the coolest thing was just seeing you and Brooke on the big screen. It was such a cool thing.
Yeah. It's always such a good moment. Me being, of course, full of myself. I love just watching myself up there. I'm like, yeah, good for you, bro.
I would too.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not. I would. If I was up there, I'd be like, oh my God. But you guys just had a live watch party for Half New Year, correct?
We did. We did a Twitter tweet along party where we all just obviously are not physically together, but we built the community up and we did it through the Popternative podcast that Brooke Lewis had been on, and she reached out to them and they were interested, and then we all went on Twitter. It was basically like our audio commentary. We were just telling behind the scenes stories and interacting, cool. And it was like the most fun I've had.
That's Pete, right? Pete, who does the Popternative?
Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's cool.
He was super into it. Was really excited to do it. It was the first time they had done anything like that as well. So, cool. It was a learning experience, that's for sure. But it went so much better than I thought it could have. And I highly recommend any filmmakers, actors out there to get it going, especially right now.
Yeah,
got to create content.
Being stuck inside, have you been working on a sequel or any other projects?
I have not touched the sequel at all, to be quite honest. But I have 2 other screenplays that were supposed to be done like a couple months ago, and just decided to not. But now I'm back working on them. Once this all happened, I was like, fuck it, why not? So yeah.
If I can make a suggestion for a sequel, I feel like somebody, maybe Emma, should have a cool cybernetic arm or something
I like that
with a laser sight.
What? Where? How much have you been drinking?
Not enough, Drew.
Well, it could be like your Army of Darkness to your Evil Dead,
Yeah. A chainsaw arm.
Army of Darkness is phenomenal. Army of Darkness is probably my favorite out of all of those.
Oh yes.
I love Army of Darkness.
Same Z's. Yeah, that's such a great
I did like Evil Dead 2 as well, but they're I don't know, they're all good.
Evil Dead 2 are they're basically the same movie, just one is a bigger budget.
Yes.
And 2 I think was more when he started to embrace the comedy and the humor aspect, and then Army of Darkness was just nah, I'm just it's funny. That's it.
Yeah, but Army of Darkness was weird. Where the hell did they get that idea? Let's just go back to the 1500s and just beat the shit out of each other. Yes. And I mean, I'm down. I'd do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I have
to be that brave, to be that bold, to be this is where we're going with this franchise.
You know what? Why not?
Yeah.
You gotta give credit where credit was due. And Sam Raimi's just an innovative dude.
Yes.
And to just put all that together. Why not?
Exactly. Were you gonna say something?
No, well, I was gonna say I have to. I haven't seen any of them, but I had heard that Mad Max kind of does the same thing, where I think it's the third one is their version of Army of Darkness. It's just completely wacky. The Thunderdome or something?
Yeah,
He's completely wacky and just different from the other 2.
You know what? I've never seen them either. I saw the new one, one with. I
didn't see that
Tom
one.
Hardy.
I wanted to see that one.
I've never seen the Mad Max though. Jeez.
That sounds like a watch party waiting to happen.
Yo, for real, I'm down to do it with any movie. I don't care, and just comment, like, live tweet the whole time, things that I'm thinking.
We have had some of the most fun. Every now and then we do an extra show where we'll just watch a movie and just comment on it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Like Mystery Science Theater 3000. Do you remember that show?
Yes. Love that show. Love that show. What about that kind of reboot?
I would be able to do that because I can't watch, like, movies that are, like, bad. Like, the whole point of that show was, like, this movie's terrible. Let's make fun of it. I get really uncomfortable, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is so bad. I can't do it.
See, we've done both, where we've done movies that we went into knowing this movie was going to be awful, and then other ones where we were like, no, we love this movie, and we're going to watch it. And
so either way, we could pull it off. Yeah.
I mean, if you ever want me to come on and commentate on a movie that I love, I'm totally down. If it's a shitty movie, even though if a movie gets, like, bad reviews, there's probably about a 75% chance that I'm going to love it. So, I don't know. What does that say?
It says the critics suck. It says the critics suck.
Yeah, I don't really. I watched that Kristen Stewart underwater movie, and it had gotten pretty bad reviews. It wasn't, like, great, but it wasn't, like, terrible.
Yeah.
It's sort of like Alien, but underwater.
How crazy is LA right now, Drew? Like, Jersey and New York are kind of nutty. I figured your guys are probably on the same level.
Yeah. As far as cases, we're nowhere near, like, New York.
Okay.
But we've been locked down for a long time.
Yeah.
We locked down even before New York did.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I think so.
It's weird. I fucking hate it. Like, I'm over it. I'm about 30 pounds heavier than last time you guys saw me because I'm just eating everything.
Dude, that's what I did too. Like, me and Slim are both essential, but once I saw, like, the stuff people were ordering and it was just all, like, junk food, and it is the excuse. It's the excuse. I started hoarding. Like, I might still have at least 3 bags of just junk food in my room. Like, I started just whatever I can grab.
I decided to go on the scale this morning, and I'm gonna tell everyone out there: do not do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't even think about it. Just start eating healthier, and then in 2 weeks do it. Because I was like, oh my God, went for like a crazy run this morning, and
do you think
it's been real crazy?
Do you think though, like, are you gonna trust it when they say it's back to normal, or are you still gonna be a little on edge?
I don't know. To be quite honest, I feel like I don't feel that everyone's being necessarily honest. I feel like there's a lot of bullshit that's going on out there. Am I scared? Yes. Do I think that this is serious? Yes. I don't know what to believe or who to believe, so I just kind of tune it out. For me personally, if everything kind of opens back up, I think that I would still be a little cautious and take a couple weeks just to, like, mellow out and not do anything. Unless it's in August and my birthday, then I'm going out handsy at a pool at a club somewhere, and I don't care.
What's gonna be the first thing you do when business is booming again?
I found this meme, and I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna find the bottom of bottomless brunch.
Oh yes.
Like, I'm not even like a brunch person.
I was gonna ask, are you a brunch guy?
But I mean, why not? Normally you go for, like, friends' birthdays and stuff, and that's fine. But on a whim, no. However, now it's all I think about. I just want to order food at a restaurant and drink mimosas until I can't feel my legs.
Yeah. Yes. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, no, my son's, my middle son, just yesterday, I was like, dude, do you miss school, buddy? And he's like your friends and all. And he's like, yeah, I do. And he said he doesn't even trust it for next year. He's like, and just my 12-year-old saying, like, it might not totally go away or it might come back. It's just like, kids should not have to have that kind of
opinion.
Like,
yeah,
I know. It's scary, but it's also scary. Like, I've also been reading other stuff because, of course, what I do is I start thinking, like, oh, let me read conspiracy theories. And, when you read stuff on the internet, you don't realize, like, hey, anyone could put this out.
Yeah.
Not educated on the subject.
Yeah.
So immediately you're like, oh, I believe this. Holy shit. And they were saying, like, we did a disservice quarantining us. We should have all tried to sort of, like, let as many people get it to kind of build our own antibodies or something. And I'm like, oh, we fucked up. And I'm like, wait a second, this could be anybody.
Yes.
No one knows.
But that on that level though, I feel like as far as people though, we're quick to take antibiotics and stuff. I feel like maybe it wouldn't be as bad if our natural immunities had been built up. I don't know.
I mean that's pretty much what happened with the flu, right? Because I know people who get the flu shot every year and they still get sick.
Yes.
Like,
that's why I don't
like,
get the shot.
There's your vaccine.
That's why I don't get the shot, because every time I've gotten it, I've gotten like almost like deathly ill after getting it. Like, yeah, no, I don't get that stupid flu shot.
A bunch of us out here all think that we had the coronavirus back in like December, January.
Yeah, me and my friends at work, we all had like extended coughs and fevers and all sorts of nastiness going on. So I'm with you on that, Drew.
Yeah, I haven't gotten sick like that in a long time, at least 10 years.
Same.
And I was sick for 10 full days, and it was the weirdest sick I've ever felt.
Yeah. I remember I called out of work one morning because I had been up all night. I couldn't even sleep. The fever was intense. And I was delusional when I called out. Like, I didn't know how the other person even understood me. I was like that much of a mess.
Yeah, I think it was probably it, to be quite honest. And I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard a lot of stories with like people I work with, and I know people Rob works with, where they went to the doctor. Like, I know a guy that was like, I went to a doctor, and they were like, you got some kind of upper respiratory thing, and we have no clue what the fuck it is.
We can't tell you what it is.
We don't know.
Yup.
No, for sure. I've heard that so many times. So many people think they have it, and like hearing that, there was like all these reports coming out recently about that. Like, oh, it could have been going on. I was like, oh, I definitely had it because I was sick. Like, you get the flu, you're sick for like what, a week? I was sick for almost like a full 2 weeks.
Yeah. I remember I was almost disgusted with myself, like how long the cough went on and all that. I'm like, oh, I'm gross.
The new normal, guys. We just talk about us all getting coronavirus.
Yeah. That's it. One day I'm going to be telling my grandkids how heroic I was for going to work and putting macaroni on shelves.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I need that macaroni.
Getting you that macaroni, bro.
That ramen noodle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Everyone
I've been eating. It's everywhere. It's gigantic right now. You're going to have to roll me out of here when the shit's over.
Get you a big extra can of Chef Boyardee raviolis.
Oh my God, no beefaroni with my shit. Yo, remember beefaroni? I don't know why. I fucking love beefaroni. I mean, I haven't had it in like years and years and years, but yeah.
It's time.
I finally got up. I got Chipotle. I was so happy.
You got some Chipotle, yeah. I don't know. It's like all the drive-ins is open, and they'll do the Grubhub still.
Oh yeah. I mean, I need to get out and move. Like, I can't not. You know, we all have our masks on and stuff, and like people with gloves piss me off. Like, every time I see someone with gloves, I'm like, you're literally just spreading more shit. Take your fucking gloves off.
I can't do the
You're still getting the same shit on your glove hand, and it's going everywhere. Like, yeah, that I don't.
Supposedly, it's even worse. Cross contamination on the gloves are apparently even worse than just your bare hands. So unless you have like a cut on your hand, like, you take the fucking gloves off.
Yes.
Come on.
Exactly. I totally agree on that.
Phil Murphy, the governor in Jersey, had said that like all grocery store and essential like retail have to wear gloves.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that is a thing he said. He said mask and gloves, but I'm in management and retail, and I have to like push my guys like, no, you got to wear the mask and you got to wear it right, because a lot of them are like pulling it down,
the
exposing the nose
out.
Like, that's not working. But like, I have not enforced the glove thing because fuck that. Like,
how sweaty and gross your hands get inside it.
I always like go into work and put on like the gloves because they're giving it to us like at the door, and I'll put on the gloves. I'll wear them for like 5 minutes, and I'll be like, fuck this, and never replace them.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the guy, every time I'm in line at the grocery store, some of the cashiers have them. Not all of them. It's not required for all of them here, I don't think. But what they'll do is they'll put hand sanitizer on the gloves if they have them on, and then do that, and that's actually fine.
Yeah.
But
if I was a cashier, I probably would. If I was a cashier, the money I heard is real dirty. I would.
The worst.
Yeah.
a guy I work with, what he does is he'll wear multiple layers of gloves, which I think is just worse. But he's like, oh yeah, this way I don't have to change it. I just pull off one layer and boom, I got fresh gloves.
He goes in with 10 gloves on each hand.
10 pairs of gloves.
Is his hand like just a glob of sweat after that?
And like 3 times the size of a regular hand. It's like a clown hand.
It's like Jell-O. You can see through it.
You could squish it.
Oh, I just got that visual. Guys, what are we talking about here? What the hell is going on?
Coronavirus.
Rona hands. Hashtag Rona hands.
Oh, watch that be a thing now, you know. I've tried to also not watch any of the like pandemic movies.
Oh.
So I refuse to watch like
12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys, my hometown, bro. Come on. Not watch that. But no, you know what? Maybe I will watch that one because like I was on set of that movie when I was a little kid, actually.
Oh.
I actually never seen it.
uncle,
I just know that it's like deals with a virus and some time travel and I don't know.
Good. So good. Like so good. I highly recommend that movie for sure. Nice. But there's one Contagion or something, the Steven Soderbergh one, where like Gwyneth Paltrow dies in the beginning. I'm not watching that shit. Can't do it.
What about like I Am Legend?
Oh yeah, that was a virus too, but that virus turns you into vampires.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Resident Evil. Yeah. That was like zombies.
Yeah.
My God, Resident Evil! Remember how good that game was? In that movie?
Oh yeah,
movie sucked.
But yet somehow they produced like 20 of those movies.
At least, right? Yeah, or 50.
They made money. What they start making money, they're like, oh fuck it.
Being a director, Drew, what do you think? Do you think there's going to be a lot of people that are making like Corona movies after this whole thing blows over?
That's off to you.
Yeah. Do you guys know who Roger Corman is?
No, it sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
So Roger Corman is a legend in the film industry. He started so many. He's a film producer and financier. He's got to be in his 90s at this point, but he started many people's career. He gave like James Cameron his first job, and I think Spielberg too. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of B movies, a lot of stuff. But he's a legend, and he started a film festival for aspiring filmmakers to shoot something at home under 2 minutes, and like you win a prize for best quarantine movie and stuff.
Wow, that's cool.
I would do the Quarantine Kids, where like somebody birthed a baby and it was invincible to the virus because it was a quarantine kid.
That is probably going to happen.
By Marvel.
X-Men.
Yeah.
I figured
superpower. He's immune to Corona. Oh my God.
The Corona Kid.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of documentaries of this is how this small town dealt with the coronavirus.
Yo, you want to hear something terrible though? Like on a real serious fucked up note, I've heard that the like small towns that have to like close, like they're getting super high suicide rates. Isn't that fucking terrible?
Fuck.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, they don't have like anything else to do. These people are just like lonely out there. They can't go to work. Like they're stuck in their house. And like people who suffer, struggle with mental health, like unfortunately just can't take it.
Yeah. You can't find a podcast if that's knocking on the back of your head.
Slim 24/7.
Yeah.
Do that service. Just stay on all day. Do like a marathon, radiothon. I don't know.
A Coronathon.
We should totally do that. Just 24 straight hours.
True.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Like sleep in the corner.
I think it's still around, but I remember when we first got into podcasting and we were doing a completely different thing that we were doing when we first started, where we were like doing like news articles and stuff constantly. And it was one article I found about live streamers, where there are people that just sit there and stream their life 24/7 every fucking day. Whoa. Live. But like in their house.
No money at it because nobody would want to fucking watch it. Yeah. But good for them, I guess.
Like, I'm just going to sit here for 24 hours in front of my webcam and you can watch me, play video games or watch movies or jerk off. I don't know.
I was going to say, that'd be most of my day.
Remember the fucking Truman Show?
Yes!
Yeah, I love the Truman Show.
Dude, that movie's great. I watch that movie all the time.
That's a good quarantine movie.
Bringing up what I don't even know his name anymore.
Drew
Fucking
Carey.
Drew Carey. I hate him, but I liked him in
Yeah.
the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I thought he was amazing as
Oh, you
Dr.
Jim Carrey. You said
Robotnik.
Drew Carey. I was like, wait,
Jim
Price
Carrey.
is Right?
No,
What?
not Drew Carey.
Oh,
Jim
he's
Carrey.
not-
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's whatever.
Whatevs.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie was good. I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. I really liked it. I thought it was it's goofy. It's like a kids movie, but it's like a decent kids movie, and they rip off of the X-Men a lot. Like the Sonic does a lot of Quicksilver things. Does that like
I'm not mad at
4
that.
times?
I'm really excited for, as far as kid movies, the new Scooby-Doo movie, Scoob, that's actually coming out in 2 weeks now, I think.
Oh, really? Is it like an
Yeah,
origin
because-
story of Scooby?
It's an animated story. I think it's about how they began, how they found each other and stuff. It looks awesome. Very
Cool.
excited about it. It was supposed to be in the theaters in July, and they just moved it up. They're releasing it on VOD in 2 weeks. I think.
Cool. That's what I was wondering about. Movies that were scheduled to come out. Are they gonna just go straight to VOD or what?
Some of them. So Lovebirds, which is the Issa Rae rom-com, like the murder mystery rom-com, that looks hilarious. I was so excited to see it. And Netflix just bought it, so that's going to come on Netflix in a few weeks.
Wow. Cool.
Some of them got rescheduled. Quiet Place 2 got rescheduled for September or October, I think.
That's what I was figuring would be more of the norm.
Was this?
Yeah.
I was trying to think if were there any Marvel movies scheduled this year, or are they still kind of on their break after Endgame?
What do you call it? Black Widow. That got pushed until November, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on these release dates, guys. But
Yeah.
I know that it definitely got pushed.
Yeah, that's what I felt like was going to be more of them just getting pushed till later.
Yeah, I mean it's a double-edged sword because it's people need content and you need to kind of keep going. And Trolls 2 or whatever did so well a couple weeks ago. I think it made over $100 million from releasing straight home and skipping the theater.
Holy cow!
And also, that's full profit as opposed to going into the movie theaters because you have to pay such a big percentage to the movie theaters to be there.
Yeah.
When you go straight to VOD, you just skip that.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you pay a percentage to the platform, but so Universal is now in trouble with AMC, and AMC is not playing any more of Universal's movies.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of drama, guys.
I figured there was even just our buddy Steve Coulter was in that movie The Hunt, which I think was in theaters for a little bit.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same weekend.
Yes.
It came out and then everything fucking closed down.
He said it was the worst box office in 40 years. Worst box office weekend.
Yeah. But it wasn't anything to do. That movie just got the shit end of the stick. It was supposed to come out in September, and there were all those massive shootings, unfortunately.
Yes.
And then it came out, and then the whole world shut down. So it was quite interesting.
And then when that you can get it on Amazon, I was reading reviews and people were giving this thing shitty reviews because they didn't want to pay $20 for it. And I was like, what the fuck is that bullshit? If you go to the movies, you're spending more anyway because
I did. I went and I spent 20, 25 because I got a soda.
You're complaining that you're going to spend $20, but you can invite all your friends and family
you can have your whole
to fucking sit and watch this movie multiple times, and you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Every time you see it.
I mean, it's first of all, they tell you right away, you know what you're going in for.
Yes.
It's look, it's $20, guys. It's not a surprise later.
No.
And it's kind of a good deal. It's less money than you would spend, to bring the family to the movies.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, I don't know.
I mean, whatever. I still didn't spend $20 to rent The Invisible Man because I'm cheap. But
it's a good movie.
That's another thing. Yeah, I'm cheap on that, but I heard that's a good one.
I saw Invisible Man in theaters, I guess just before all this went down, and that was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've heard, I've actually heard mixed. I've heard people who are like, oh my God, it's so good. And then I've also heard people who are like, what the fuck was that? And unfortunately with me, if a movie gets super good hype and reviews, I'll watch it and go, yo, what the fuck was that?
It's very different. It's a very different take on The Invisible Man. I mean, it focuses, it's more about domestic abuse and focuses on the main female character. but I do like that, like, the villain, like, the Invisible Man is more like an evil Tony Stark, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that's a good... Hey, it's a cool twist. The guy who did it is the guy who wrote and directed it. I forget what his name is, but he's a fucking awesome guy. He's done so many cool things.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what he did before that I really liked.
He did that movie... Hold on. You're going to make me look it up.
Yeah, because I remember looking it up and be like, oh, it's that guy. Like, I like that movie, and I forget what the fuck it was.
Yeah, I know that he did, like, the original Saw movie.
That's what it was.
Like,
I think he was a producer or like a director on the Saw movies.
Okay, hang on. I pulled it up because I'm quick with it on my fingers. He did that movie Upgrade last. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
Where the guy's like basically machine. Okay, so that was really, really cool. It was a couple years ago. It was weird. But he did the Insidious movies.
Okay.
And he did this movie Cooties, which I thought was hilarious. And he did do the Saw movies too. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it was that's what it was. It was him being attached to Saw movies.
Nice. Drew, we had to wrap this up, dude, but it's been a fucking blast talking to you. It's been a finger blast.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I got to chat about movies. Yay. Yo, but for real, I'm down to do a commentary on a movie. Just let me know which.
All right.
Make you watch like Showgirls or some shit.
I've never seen Showgirls.
You've never seen Showgirls?
No, neither have I either.
Is
that Verhoeven? Is that Verhoeven? That's Verhoeven, right?
Yeah, that's Verhoeven. It was
Verhoeven.
All right, I'll tell you this story really, really quick. It was supposed to be like the next big thing because it was the writer-director of Basic Instinct. The two of them teamed together, and Hollywood made like a big deal of it, and they were trying to get all these like hot young actresses, and then Elizabeth Berkley from Saved by the Bell signed on, and it was supposed to be her big like role, and it ruined her career, and it made no money, and it was like a big laughing stock of Hollywood. And it's not that bad.
Really? Wow. Goddamn. We'll have to watch that together, Drew.
Well, I guess we just picked it. There we go, guys. All right, I look forward to it.
Where can everybody find you?
At the Drew Mac on Insta and Twitter, and don't Facebook me unless you know me. Damn it.
MACK.
Yeah.
All right. Well, talk soon, my friend.
All right, guys. Take care.
You too, brother. Love you, Drew.